Welcome back to Java and Joy. We are going to be diving in to something super simple but incredibly powerful today. Gratitude. I'm calling this the gratitude attitude. So pull up a comfy seat, get you a Java, because this is Java and Joy. If you don't drink coffee, that's okay. Tea, water, whatever works. Cheers. I am better when I'm caffeinated. Okay, next thing, make sure you are relaxed. Do your body scan. Hopefully you are doing this once a day, by the way, not just when you listen to my show, but I want you to start with the top of your head, work your way down, and recognize where you are holding tension. Most of the time we're clenching our jaw, or we're balling our fists, or we're kind of hunched over, things like that. Release it all. Leave your problems and worries and stress and anxiety behind you. This is your time for you. So enjoy. And let's talk gratitude. So, first of all, gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It is an actual mindset shift. It's a change. And it is one that can really, truly transform your life in so many ways. It can help with stress management. Obviously, it's going to add some positivity to your life. But overall, it can boost your happiness. So you may be asking, what is gratitude? Gratitude is just about recognizing and appreciating all the good in your life, no matter if it's small or it's big. Even the small, minute things that pass us by on our day-to-day life, we can be grateful for. And I plan on going to a lot of examples for you. And if you don't already follow me on social media at Beauty by Carla Joy, do so. I do a gratitude reminder every day in my Instagram and Facebook stories. So it'll help you with accountability and give you some great ideas there too. But basically with gratitude, there is actual science, studies that back up the effectiveness of practicing gratitude. They have shown significant improvement in mental health with people's relationships and their actual physical well-being. And the most exciting part of this is that anyone can do it. You don't need special tools. You don't need a special personality, nothing. Anyone can practice gratitude and really, truly should do so on a daily basis. So here's a few other benefits of practicing gratitude daily. And I really want you to hear that word daily, because just like anything else, it is a habit to do this daily, and creating habit takes time. And when you do something daily, it becomes more ingrained into your life and therefore ends up becoming a reality. Practice makes perfect. But let's start with, first of all, gratitude boosting happiness. It's training your brain to see things more positively. And really think about how hard that is sometimes. When you're in a tough moment, you have a huge life change, it feels like nothing is going your way. I mean, how many of us have those days? More than we can count, right? If we can learn to pick out some pieces of positivity when we're in those seasons, those moments, it will reframe the outcome of what you're going through. And it will certainly make the ride or the journey more enjoyable. When you are more positive, you also have less stress and anxiety. How many of us suffer from one or both of those? Most of us, at least nowadays. What gratitude does is it actually shifts your focus away from your worries. A good way to think of this is the more you fill your brain with things you're grateful for, positive things, the less room there is for negative. It has to save the room for the positive. And eventually, all that positive, all those things you're grateful for, start to crowd out all the negative. It's kind of a miraculous thing when you think about it. And what's really great is when you are happier, when you are less stressed, a few things happen. For starters, your relationships improve. Not only are you just being a better version of yourself, which is just going to make you more enjoyable, right? But also, when you're practicing gratitude and you're showing appreciation for the people in your life that mean the most to you, that strengthens your bonds. You become closer. You appreciate them more. You're less likely to take them for granted. You're more likely to enjoy the moments you have together and start seeing the things you really appreciate about those people. Think about some of the annoying little habits that your significant other may do. And ladies, those of us who are 40 and over, who hasn't gotten irritated literally by such trivial things like they're chewing too loud? You know, when the hormones are going crazy, we do things, we say things, it happens, it is what it is. But think about if you were more focused on the things that you truly love about your partner, that the things you would miss if they weren't in your life anymore, suddenly that chewing is not that important. It just doesn't rank above the good. So that's why your relationships will improve. And the other amazing side effect of practicing gratitude, it helps your sleep, which in turn helps your overall health. I'm actually going to be doing an entire episode on sleep because sleep is so incredibly powerful. But proven science, proven studies show the better your sleep, the better your overall health, the stronger your immune system is. And when you're well rested, you just make better decisions for your mind and your body. Plain and simple as that. So gratitude is so powerful. That's why the gratitude attitude has got to be something that you incorporate into your life, which is what I'm going to talk about next. How do you make this a practice? Well, there's the most common is journaling, doing a gratitude journal every single day. You could do it morning, night, lunch break, doesn't matter. It's where you just list one or more things that you're grateful for. And this is where it doesn't always have to be something groundbreaking or super profound. It doesn't have to be, I'm grateful that I woke up today. That should be something you're grateful for. And it should be probably something that you list in that journal every once in a while. But it can be as simple as, I am grateful for this cup of coffee. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for the taste. I'm grateful for the smell. I'm grateful for the way it makes me feel. I'm grateful for my mug. If you're not watching this, if you're listening, I have my own Java Enjoy mug. And what I love about it is it's pink. It's white and pink, but I love pink. And it makes me smile, and I'm grateful for it. Makes me enjoy my coffee even more. So that's what I mean. It doesn't have to be something that's just huge. Every little thing you can be grateful for. You can be grateful because today I don't have to go to work. Maybe it's Saturday and you're just grateful that it's the weekend. whatever it is, write it down. One thing minimum every single day. And that's all that a gratitude journal is. I will link some of at least one of my favorite gratitude journals in the show notes. You can get them on Amazon. They're very cheap. However, you don't need that. You can use a napkin, a Post-it note. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you write it on. But I would keep them. I would keep everything you write down. And I'll kind of go into that a little deeper here in a few. But it's great for reference down the road. Another way you can practice gratitude is it's a form of meditation, where you take a few minutes to focus on what you appreciate. So instead of just thinking about it for a second, writing it down, move on with your day, you actually sit and marinate in it. You sit there and you're like, man, I am really glad it's Saturday because of not just the fact that I don't have to go to work, but maybe I get to sleep in. I get to stay up to whatever time I want. I don't have to be on any certain schedule. I can eat my lunch when I want to. I can take a walk when I want to. I can go sit in the bathtub if I want to. Whatever your reasons are, really think about it. And not just in a passing moment, as you may do if you're just simply writing it in a journal and then walking away. Really meditate on it. And I try not to use the word meditate too much, because I think some people get very intimidated and kind of put off when they hear meditation. It's not an outer body experience. It's nothing. It doesn't have to be something spiritual or earth moving. It's just you with your thoughts for a period of time. That is it. It's all it has to be. And it really can be more effective to think about those gratitude things more than just writing it down. So something to consider doing there as well. Another really good gratitude practice is expressing gratitude to other people. So tell people how much you appreciate them. This can be a text, a phone call, when you're in person, doesn't matter, video call, just, maybe a couple times a week, pick someone to talk to in some way and tell them how much you appreciate them. That's it. That's going to really help with the relationship bonding. But it's also going to reframe your mind and remind you how lucky you are to have those people in your life. Even if it doesn't have to be your spouse or your child. It could be just a friend that you have a cup of coffee with once in a while, or that you leave little voice messages with, once or twice a week, or even once a month. Maybe you don't talk that much, but when you do, it's a nice little check-in. Just a friendly voice on the other side, or a message, and it just makes you smile. Often we take those kind of relationships for granted, and we shouldn't. And those people should know how much we care about them. So tell them, express your gratitude on a regular basis. The last gratitude practice I am going to throw at you is my favorite one. It's having a gratitude jar. So this one's just super fun. So instead of just putting what you wrote down in a journal, put them on little pieces of paper, kind of fold it up or whatever, and throw it in a jar. And then what you can do with this, I'm going to call a jar of joy. Can we get that patented? Can I put something on that? What I want you to do with this jar, I want you to schedule periodically, maybe it's once a week, once a month, to kind of go through that jar and look at the things you wrote down. But also, when you find yourself in some tough moments and everything feels bad and that nothing's going your way, and you start losing sight of the good things in your life, and it feels like everything is just awful, go to that jar. You could do the same thing with your journal. You could go back and just flip through the journal. Oh, but it's more fun to just dip your hand in that jar, pick out a little note, unfold it, read it, and remind yourself, wow, I forgot, 2 weeks ago, I was really, really grateful for that. I do have that in my life. I am grateful for that. I love a jar, And you can get a cheap jar. It could be a bucket. It doesn't have to be a jar. You can use an old flower vase or a kitchen utensil holder. Doesn't matter. Or if you just want a small thing, a coffee mug could work great too. Just some kind of container. But I digress on that. But a gratitude jar can just be a lot of fun, and it's something you can get the whole family involved with. Everyone write down one thing they're grateful for on a little piece of paper every day, put it in the jar. It's like the family gratitude jar. You could even name it something fun. You could even use cute, colorful Post-it notes and fun pens to write it with. Make it a fun activity for you and the family. How much fun does that sound like? I love that. So there's just a few ways that you can practice gratitude and incorporate it into your life. The thing that I think people struggle with the most is making it a daily habit. Because like I started off with saying, this is a habit. It's a habit that you have to learn to do naturally. And it takes time to build a habit. It takes that repetition. It takes that diligence. And sometimes we need a little help along the way. And not everyone has a life coach that they check in with on a regular basis to keep them on track. So some things you can do to make sure you don't forget to do this every day is, well, first of all, set reminders. These reminders can be phone alarms. It could be sticky notes around your house, calendar reminders, whatever you need to remind yourself to do it every day. Simple reminders. And remember, when we're talking simple, it doesn't have to be big things. Small joys are joys, okay? And this is going to keep you consistent, and consistent is the repetition that is going to make it stick, okay? And little tip here, when you're doing these things, make sure you are taking a moment to truly appreciate the things that you're thinking about. That kind of goes into that meditation thing. But again, I don't like calling it meditation because it's really just think about it. Just take it in for a minute. Don't let it be a quick, fleeting, passing thought. Because the more you soak each one of these in, the faster it's going to become a habit. So kind of like think of it as make the most of your time. You're already writing it down. Take the time to think about it a little longer. Maybe say it out loud. Maybe say it out loud while you're looking in a mirror, which is a proven practice that helps things click better within our minds. Because this is a mind shift. It is a habit. So set those reminders, be consistent, be in the moments that you're doing it, and try not to overthink it as far as what you're grateful for. Maybe you're grateful for the color pink. Just giving you one of my fun examples there. But just remember that gratitude, even though it takes a few seconds a day, it is a life-changing habit. The effects are kind of crazy how wonderful they are. So start doing it. Just gave you all the tools you need, the examples, what it means, how to do it, how to be accountable, stick with it. You have it all. Now go start practicing it. And I want you to do it for a week to start with. And then in the comments, I want you to tell me how you feel in a week. If you don't have comment capability, email me at beautybycarlajoy.com. And I will tell you that I like to do pop-up giveaways. And I'm gonna start doing these things with Java and Joy, just like I do with all my social media platforms, where I'm going to select people who comment, participate, like, share, leave me reviews to receive some prize packages. And it could be products, it could be free coaching sessions, all kinds of fun stuff. I'm looking forward to doing this. And of course, you're not in my Java and Joy Club. Get in there, be a member. We'll be doing regular giveaways and fun events in there. So it's a nice online community too, where you can connect with a lot of other people who are going through the same walks of life as you. It's a really great resource. And then as always, make sure you go grab my free self-care guide, 100+ self-care activities based on how much time you have. It's actually broken down because self-care is the first and foremost practice I want you to incorporate in your life, because you got to charge your own batteries if you want to accomplish anything else. And if you missed my self-care episode a few weeks ago, go back and watch that one, because it really is like, it's the foundation, which is the title of that episode. Ironically, right? So go back and watch that, because self-care is going to get your gas tank full, and it's going to make you a better version of you. And that way you can do all your goals and make all the changes and create all the new habits that you want to. Okay? Sound good? So who's already like, I'm going to have the gratitude attitude? I hope that you leave here feeling empowered and ready to practice gratitude and see the changes it can truly make for your life. Okay? So don't forget, let me know in the comments how your journey is going. But that's all I got for you guys today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all the things. Leave me a review. It really helps me grow and reach even more women to help them. Let's pay it forward, spread the love, spread the joy, so to speak. But that's all I have for you this week, you guys. Thanks so much for joining. Go out there, and as always, go find your joy. Bye-bye. We'll see you next time.